This is the Peak Design Travel Backpack 30 liter. It is hands down my current everyday backpack. And I'm gonna share my thoughts, what I like about it, what I don't like about it. This thing is a beast and it's been my favorite backpack. So many people have tried to switch me over to other backpacks and I just have not gone that route. So let's get into it.
So hot actually, we're gonna take this off.
So now the reason I love this backpack is because first, it has a laptop compartment. I can fit my 16-inch MacBook Pro in here, and then it has an iPad compartment. So I can fit the larger 13-inch iPad Pro in there as well. If you take a peek, we've got laptop and we've got a tablet. And then we also have another pocket where I like to put small accessories like inhaler, AirPods usually, and maybe like a passport for travel and stuff, and then usually house keys as well. So that's a big win because it's got that top pocket. Now, if you do fill that top pocket up a little bit too much, it's a backpack. You're gonna start to extend and fill out this top pocket right here too. So that is a downside because then this hole to put stuff in gets smaller. Now my favorite feature about this backpack that makes it better than all the other backpacks is that it's got this latch where it's not a zipper. I just, whoop, it's so much faster to open than a zipper. Zippers break, zippers don't work. Sure, you could argue this is less secure, but it's like magnetic, so it can just kind of like close on its own and it won't open unless you pull it. Or you can latch it in place where now it's secure and you just pull down and out. So those are some benefits, pros and cons. Now I'm very anti using a lot of pockets in a backpack. I just want a bag, put stuff in there because I forget that there's stuff in there. So there's a lot of little pockets in here, like in the top compartment, we have this magnetic pocket, which sometimes I'll put stuff, but very rarely. And then there's more pockets down there on the insides, like multiple pockets where I'll just forget that there's stuff in there. I never actually check it. I try never to use is the water bottle pockets. I'll use it for anything that sticks out, like a water bottle or a tripod. Here, I do have a set of keys, which I do carry, like an AirTag, the David Manning AirTag, plus keys, plus like screwdrivers in here, basic stuff. This is hooked onto the side so it doesn't fall off. But other than that, I don't put anything in here. It is Peak Design, so they do have these nice like key attachments, and I'll sometimes use this. Oh, it looks like I am, where I can just put my keys in. If I need it, I can just pull it out. And if I want it to stay within backpack so it doesn't get lost, I can go ahead and just hook it right into its spot. Boom, there we go. So that I really like. I make videos, so we do have the Falcam clip right here, which I'll use sometimes, but I don't use that very often because I'm not vlogging as much anymore, but that's helpful. And there's a whole bunch of straps on the bottom, so you can attach more things like a yoga mat, a tripod to the bottom. You can strap things in the front of it. I once put like a Starlink satellite right here. So there's a lot of like modularity, but I don't use them all. Really the biggest thing is easy access, opening and closing, which I absolutely love using this, and then the side pockets. So this was really built to have like multiple layers of cushion so you can have different kinds of camera gear. And as you can see, I don't have a good system. I like it just to be open. I can go in there, grab what I need, and go on with my day. Like there's glasses here, there's a freaking $3,000 lens just laying in there, a tripod banging up against stuff. Maybe I need to be better, but I literally leave it open. I take all the pockets out, and then because I like to put my running shoes in there, my workout clothes, my camera gear, my everyday stuff, like it could all fit. Maybe it's running shoes plus XYZ, boom, you just toss them in, and then it's like swapping stuff in and out. It makes it easier to put stuff in. When I have those, like there's like compartments in here where you can fit a lens perfectly in or a camera in, and then you can open it aside and pull it out. Yeah, that works, but if I try to put running shoes in there, they won't fit. I can hook them off the side, but then they swing everywhere. So I just found, keep it wide open, toss whatever you want in there. It's messy, organized chaos inside of the backpack. Yeah, so that is the Peak Design 30 liter. This is the 30 liter version. There's a smaller version. It's a $239 travel backpack. We'll have a link down in the description below. If you want to click that, it'll help support the channel. But this is great. It's a clean, minimalist backpack. I used to have the gray version, but I switched to matte black. I wanted to be more discreet. I didn't want airlines like checking my bag because this thing will weigh a ton when I fill it with camera gear. It's great for 1 to 3 day trips, for daily use. And then also, if you have a suitcase, it has this weird thing where you can slide it on your suitcase. I don't love that it's sideways because this is a opening, put small objects on the bottom and then big stuff like a shirt or a hoodie. Then that kind of blocks from most things falling out. And make sure it's tightly closed. So there are some downsides to having that opening. And then when it comes to putting it sideways, then it's even more likely for stuff to fall out. So when it's on my suitcase, things can fall out. So I almost never use it. I wish you could put it on the suitcase like vertical. So that's one thing I try not to do is like put it horizontal in any situation. Those side compartments, it just opens up insanely well compared to a regular backpack, so I love that about it. There is a compressed 27 liter, and then when it's compressed, it's 27 liter. When it expands, it's like 33 liters, and you can really pump juice. Like this, look at that top right there. But as you can see, you really only get this much depth to get stuff in. So like I can fit like a sweater, so I can have a hoodie like popping out of the side sometimes if I need extra space. So it's very easy to like overpack this device. And there are also camera cubes. You can buy extra layers that I took out of it that you can, modularize and do it as you need. There's shoulder straps. I just don't use any of those. I think every little thing that complicates stuff, like don't use it at all. I highly do not recommend you overcomplicate, over-engineer, keep it simple. it's just life just becomes that much easier. You can carry the backpack sideways, which once again, I don't recommend doing anything sideways with this. It's also weatherproof, so I'll actually just wear this in the rain and things are usually fine inside. I haven't had any issues. And there's a lifetime warranty from Peak Design. I've had a lot of Peak Design stuff break, and I've had a lot of times where Peak Design replaces it and takes care of me, so I do appreciate that. Now this 30-liter version costs $239. There is a 45-liter travel backpack, which is $300, but that thing is just way too big. I like this for daily use, for carry-ons. It slides underneath my airplane seat, but my feet don't fit, I don't fit, and I hate traveling with any carry-on. I wish I didn't have to, but this is hands down. There's no backpack that's better than this. I used to have Nomadic and other backpacks, but this has been the king so far. Click the link in the description if you do plan to buy it. Peak Design, if you want to work together, let me know. Subscribe. We'll see you in the next one. Peace.